Hello learners! It's a brand new day. It's a new video lesson. It's a new learning opportunity. It's me again, Sir Dons. Sir Dons TV. In this video lesson, it is expected that the learners will be able to write an argumentative essay through properly writing the introduction, body, and conclusion. Before we proceed, please free yourselves from any distraction and gear up yourselves with activity notebook and pen for note-taking. How to write an argumentative essay. An argumentative essay expresses an extended argument for a particular thesis statement. Please be reminded that we have a video lesson on thesis statement. The author takes a clearly defined stance on their subject and builds up an evidence-based case for it. Example, two-sided argumentative essay prompt. Has the rise of the internet had a positive or negative impact on education? Support your argument with evidence. For introducing your argument, like other academic essays, an argumentative essay begins with an introduction. The introduction serves to capture the reader's interest, provide background information, present your thesis statement, and in longer essays, to summarize the structure of the body. Let's read this sample introduction.
The spread of the Internet has had a world-changing effect, not least on the world of education. The use of the Internet in academic contexts is on the rise, and its role in learning is hotly debated. For many teachers who did not grow up with this technology, its effects seem alarming and potentially harmful. This concern, while understandable, is misguided. The negatives of Internet use are outweighed by its critical benefits for students and educators as a uniquely comprehensive and accessible information source, a means of exposure to and engagement with different perspectives, and a highly flexible learning environment.
For the body of an argumentative essay or developing your argument, the body of an argumentative essay is where you develop your arguments in details. Here, you will present evidence, analysis, and reasoning to convince the reader that your thesis statement is true. In a standard 5-paragraph format for short essays, the body takes up 3 of your 5 paragraphs. In longer essays, it will be more paragraphs and might be divided into sections with headings. Each paragraph covers its own topic, introduced with a topic sentence. Each of these topics must contribute to your overall argument. Don't include irrelevant information. Let us read example for writing the body.
A common frustration for teachers is students' use of Wikipedia as a source in their writing. Its prevalence among students is not exaggerated. A survey found that the vast majority of the students surveyed used Wikipedia, Head and Eisenberg, 2010. An article in The Guardian stresses a common objection to its use. A reliance on Wikipedia can discourage students from engaging with genuine academic writing. Coomer, 2013. Teachers are clearly not mistaken in viewing Wikipedia usage as ubiquitous among their students, but the claim that it discourages engagement with academic sources requires further investigation. This point is treated as self-evident by many teachers, but Wikipedia itself explicitly encourages students to look into other sources. Its articles often provide references to academic publications and include warning notes where citations are missing. The site's own guidelines for research make clear that it should be used as a starting point, emphasizing that users should always read the references and check whether they really do support what the article says. Wikipedia Researching with Wikipedia, 2020. Indeed, for many students, Wikipedia is their first encounter with the concepts of citation and referencing. The use of Wikipedia therefore has a positive side that merits deeper consideration than it often receives.
And in concluding your argument, an argumentative essay ends with a conclusion that summarizes and reflects on the arguments made in the body. No new arguments or evidence appear here, but in longer essays, you may discuss the strengths and weaknesses of your argument and suggest topics for future research. In all conclusions, you should stress the relevance and importance of your argument. Let's read sample conclusion.
The Internet has had a major positive impact on the world of education. Occasional pitfalls aside, its value is evident in numerous applications. The future of teaching lies in the possibilities the Internet opens up for communication, research, and interactivity. As the popularity of distance learning shows, students value the flexibility and accessibility offered by digital education, and educators should fully embrace these advantages. The Internet's dangers, real and imaginary, have been documented exhaustively by skeptics, but the Internet is here to stay. It is time to focus seriously on its potential for good.
Here is another example of short argumentative essay. Let's all read.
Chocolate milk at school. I do not agree with the idea that chocolate milk should be taken out of school cafeterias. Chocolate milk in school cafeterias? Says that people think that the sugar in chocolate milk is not healthy. They want to take it out of the cafeterias. This is not a good idea. Kids who buy the lunches in the cafeteria don't have many choices. There might be only one thing they can have for a main dish or vegetable. Then they can choose chocolate milk instead of white. If they can't choose, they might eat more potato chips, cookies, donuts and other junk food. Plenty of kids buy only junk food for lunch. Chocolate milk is better than soda or Gatorade. Kids who bring lunch need to buy a drink, and these kids could bring a sugary drink instead of buying milk. Even though chocolate milk has some sugar in it, it is still better than other things to drink. It has vitamins and minerals, so that's still a good thing. I think it is better for kids to at least drink some milk than not to drink milk at all, and some kids just don't like white milk. This is what they say at the American Heart Association and the American Academy of Pediatrics, and I agree.
At this moment, Please review the discussion part of this video lesson and analyze the examples to perform the weekly task 5. Please be reminded that the link of the weekly task is in the description of this uploaded video lesson, where you are tasked to write an argumentative essay. Pick one topic only from the list: education in the new normal, patients in the public hospital in time of COVID-19, socioeconomic downfall and rise in time of crisis. Your output will be graded following these rubrics: 10 points for the ability to capture readers' interest, 10 points for a catchy title, 10 points for a sound arguments, and 10 points for completed structure, where you have introduction, body, and conclusion, for a total of 40 points. Take your time to study this video lesson and the examples given. And again, please don't forget to like the video, comment down your learning, subscribe, and hit the bell button to be updated with our course. Thanks, and God bless everyone.